FSReborn welcomes you to the TL 3000 Sirius tutorials. In this tutorial, we fly the circuit pattern to demonstrate the takeoff, climb, cruise, and landing procedures for the TL 3000. We are located at Dawson City Airport for this tutorial. Dawson City Airport is located 8 miles east of Dawson City, Yukon, Canada, in the Klondike River Valley. The airport is operated by the Yukon government. It has a terminal building and a runway just over 5,000 feet. A number of studies have recommended moving the airport or realigning the runway, as it is situated in a narrow mountain valley. On a historical note, Dawson City is inseparably linked to the Klondike Gold Rush that occurred from 1896 to 1899. The airport sits at an elevation of 1,215 feet MSL and has a single asphalt runway just over 5,000 feet. Runway 21 has a right-hand traffic pattern. We are now backtracking runway 03 to take position for takeoff. Runway 03 has a left-hand circuit pattern. We have completed our engine run-up and pre-flight safety checks, and we are now ready for takeoff. Flaps are set to half. Slowly advance the throttle to full, and off we go. Rotate at 45 knots and pitch the nose up to about 7.5 degrees and aim for 75 knots indicated. Make small corrections in the pitch attitude, continuing to aim for 75 knots. Adjust the trim as required when climbing to higher flight levels. Your best angle of climb speed in this aircraft is 55 knots, while your best rate of climb speed is 65 knots indicated. Flaps retracted at 500 feet above the ground. As we approach circuit altitude of 2,200 feet, pull back on the power to level off in preparation for the turn to the crosswind leg. You need to watch your circuit height closely at this airport, as portions of the downwind leg are only a few hundred feet above the treetops. We now begin our turn into the downwind leg. For cruise on a flight, adjust the throttle between 5,000 and 5,200 RPM. Adjust the propeller pitch as desired, and adjust the elevator trim to take the pressure off the yoke for level flight. We have a bit of time on the downwind leg to review more specifications for the TL 3000. Remember, all aerobatic maneuvers, including spins, are prohibited. The maneuvering speed is 108 knots indicated. Do not make full or abrupt control movements above 108 knots. The never exceed speed is 138 knots indicated. Do not exceed this speed in any operation. We are only a few hundred feet over this ridge in this section of the downwind, and you always experience some turbulence here, even on the calmest days. Here is the chart showing the airspeed ranges according to the color coding. Before landing checks include a check on your harness as secure, airspeed at 75 knots, and be sure to secure any loose items. As we get ready to turn to the left base for runway 03, slowly reduce the throttle to idle. Set the flaps to half and turn into the base leg. Maximum speed for half flaps is 75 knots, and for full flaps, the maximum speed is 55 knots indicated. We lose about 500 feet of altitude on the base leg and 500 feet on final. Lower the flaps to full, bleed off airspeed to 55 knots, and turn into final. The stall speed with full flaps is 35 knots and 40 knots with no flaps. We have a slight crosswind from left to right. Just before final touchdown, pitch the nose up for the landing flare to have the main landing wheels touch down first, and then lower the nose wheel. And there we have the TL 3000 procedures to fly the traffic pattern circuit at Dawson City Airport in the heart of the Klondike, Yukon, Canada. Let's use the 3D replay feature of ForeFlight to visualize our circuit as we exit the runway. Enjoy your flights in the TL 3000 Sirius Ultralight. Blue skies to you.